Hello and welcome to Inkulinati. Yes, this is a medieval strategy game, and I have to tell you right away, this is something that I played on the channel, I don't even know how long ago, maybe a year? Maybe a year ago? I don't actually know. It was a long time ago, and I absolutely loved it then, and I am very much loving it now. It is now out in Steam Early Access. You can check it out through the link in the description. And we're going to just start a new journey here. And this is actually going to give you a really nice idea as to what's going on. Because here's the funny thing about this game. It is all in old medieval artwork style. So, you know, those really weird, sometimes funny, sometimes just downright crazy artworks that you can see on the internet. They are doing that in the whole game, and it has a wonderful sense of humor, and the strategy itself is surprisingly deep. And you may not think so, but it is. It's very, very good. Okay, here's the thing. How would you rate your skill with Living Ink? Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Let's actually just have a quick look here. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, we'll play on normal, alright? We'll play on normal for the moment. So as you can see, I can change my character to whatever I want to do. We can go for Looney, Alewife, or Miller. I think Looney seems pretty hilarious. I mean, at the moment, seems pretty hilarious. We're going to go for this. And you can also change what kind of beasts you have as well. So you're going to need prestige to be able to do other things. But you can use rabbits. So you can see here, you have a sword-wielding rabbit, a spear-wielding rabbit, and a bow-wielding rabbit. And as far as I am aware, I think they have the same... No, I think they do have different... No, they do have different stats. They do have different stats, and they also have different abilities as well. Alright, that's going to be an extremely useful thing. So there's a bit of asymmetry going on here as well. So I am actually going to be playing with the dogs here, because generally I am a big dog fan in general. I like dogs a lot. So we're going to be playing with the dogs, and you can also then choose your hand actions as well. I am personally not going to... I'm not going to go for healing. I think the SWAT is much more fun. Basically, your boss... it's a little bit... Okay, it's difficult to explain, but this guy right here is going to be an actual unit on the battlefield that I have to protect. Obviously, that's, you know, how you might expect it to be. If this guy dies, then I lose. However, he has a couple of abilities that we're going to be able to utilize. For example, he can move certain people, you know, your own troops and himself to the left and the right every single turn, and he can also do damage, or he can heal a unit specifically. So for me personally, I like the SWAT because it does 5 damage, almost certainly. And we also have talents here as well. Hand actions used on friendly beasts increase their halo level by 1. Each halo increases the beast's damage and accuracy by 1. Not sure if I really want to use that. Grants 4 drops of living ink if a hand action kills a beast. That might actually be much more useful. Or... hand actions used on friendly beasts. Yeah, you know what? We'll go with that because we're going to use a bunch of turn-based sort of stuff going on. All right, so wait a minute. I have to actually... Okay, I'm going to put Reform. There we go. That's me. And we're going to literally just start. I don't know about the color, though. I think yellow. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. There we are. All right, that sounds pretty fun. And this is our character screen right here. You could see all of our breakdowns. Living ink is your resource that you're going to be using to cast units and to do things in the game. Anyway, as you can see, today you will pass your final exam, become an Inkulinati master, and then set off on your Inkulinati journey. You will have to face a wild beast encounter before you can take your exam, though. Alright, yeah, here we go. Tiny Inkulinati, which is actually what they are calling, that's the term that your boss unit has. That's basically what they're calling that. And the enemy, Tiny Inkulinati, is not present in this type of battle. Right. Let's do it. Let's do it. So this is against wild beasts, and we are going to have to win against them. And there is apocalyptic fire that is also a thing. Okay, so this might be a bit overwhelming, alright? But don't worry, I'm going to explain things as we go, so I don't have to bog you down in a huge amount of strategical thought processes and so on and so forth, because, as I said to you at the very beginning, this game looks relatively simple. And yeah, I think it is actually quite simple to get a handle on things, but it is a very deep game. So there are many, many advanced strategies that you're going to be able to come up with as time goes on. Anyway, here we go. If you spot a beast or an element you haven't seen before, use hints and instructions to learn more. And this is actually one of the greatest things about this game as well. They're very highly, how can I say it? They're highly aware that the game might be overwhelming to people, and so they make it very easy for you to learn things about various things about the game. Yes, that's a very convoluted sentence, but I think you'll understand what I mean if you, for example, click this button right here. You see this button right at the top here? This is a hint button, which you can toggle. So, for example, if I now mouse over any of these things, it gives you a huge tooltip on the screen that tells you exactly what these things are all about. It tells you their stats, tells you what they're capable of doing, what they can be used for, and so on. And it's the same thing for units as well. As you can see, if I mouse over the spear-wielding rabbit, you can see absolutely everything about this character. And that, in my opinion, really makes a huge difference. That makes a huge difference in being able to learn the game and actually become proficient at it and then progress onward. And that's the funny thing. Look at this. I can now toggle it off and boom. Now I don't get any of those tooltips and I can just marvel at the wonderful art style of the game, which in my opinion is fantastic. I very much like it. Anyway, you can move around the game screen by holding middle mouse. As far as I'm aware, I don't think, no, the other buttons don't really do much. So yes, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to be summoning a couple of sword-wielding dogs, I think. We're just going to go for the simple unit here. Usually I'll go for bows. I will go for the bow-wielding unit of whatever army I'm using. But for me personally, I just want to play this relatively simply. And now here's the funny thing. You know how, let's liken it a bit to chess, okay? Because chess is obviously, it's been around for a very long time. You know the rules of chess, or maybe you don't. But if you don't, then, well, this is going to be a little bit easier to understand potentially anyway. So when you're playing chess or when you're playing checkers or something like that, usually you can't take someone's space on the board, right? It's the same here. So for example, you see Ferdinand here, my dog on the left. No one else can stand in his space. He has ownership of that space. And so if I were to attempt to do something, for example, let's say I want to move him over to the left, you can see here that because of this object, he can't stand where the object is. So if I push him, boom, like so, he literally gets moved over into that free space. And it's the same thing with Hartman here. If I use my little push icon here, it's the same deal every single time. And that really makes, in my opinion, a huge difference to the amount of crazy strategies that you can actually come up with. And you're going to be blown away by the really cool stuff that you will actually be able to do here. Whoa, that was some big damage. Okay, that was some big damage. Okay, that's going to be a little bit problematic. Okay, well, we'll try it out. We'll try and see what we can do here. Actually, can I do damage to this guy? Yes, I can actually do 5 damage to him. Okay, so we're not going to do 5 damage to him just yet, but we're going to try and attack here. Okay, so attacking is also a pretty big deal. So attacking is not determined by a percentage chance. It is always guaranteed, as far as I am aware. However, you are the one that decide how much damage you actually inflict to your opponent. So for example, if I click left mouse button here, then you're going to see that I have a small amount of time to decide on what kind of damage I want, and boom, we were actually able to get the maximum damage out. I was able to do 8 damage, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, so it is all down to you what kind of damage you're going to be able to actually, get done. All right, wait a minute. What's going on here? Deals 5 damage to units positioned near the exploding element. Okay, so this causes a big explosion when destroyed. It's a large pot of beans. A large pot of beans. What kind of beans? Maybe baked beans, because it's on fire. Anyway, yeah, so obviously the best way we can go about this is literally just to move forward, and we'll do a little bit of damage here. Hopefully we will maybe get 8, but as I say, if you can't kill someone in one hit, it's not really going to make that much difference. Oh yeah, by the way, you can also push people off the map. So if for example, this guy was standing here, I would try to push him off the map if this particular cooking pot wasn't here. But anyway, we're just going to try and do some damage. There we go. Nice. You have about 4 seconds, I think, to choose the amount of damage that you're going to be able to do. So that's something to bear in mind. And otherwise, apart from that, I think I'm probably going to get a... Should I get the bow or should I get the spear? I'm actually not entirely sure. Maybe I should just continue to churn out swords. I think sword-wielding units are probably going to be the best thing for us. And we're once again just going to move this guy over here. And that's actually not entirely bad, because now here's the thing. If Zemislav, which is this bunny here, decides to move over to the left, he's going to be able to skip every single one of these spaces and get right next to my boss over here. And he's going to be able to deal damage to my boss. However, if he is close to me, I will then be able to use SWAT, which does 5 damage. And as you can see, he has 1 HP. So he's just very easily going to die. However, the problem is I need to use SWAT on this fellow over here before he kills Ferdinand. So I will literally be doing that. There we go. And I think the best thing for me to do right now... that guy's already moved, unfortunately. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, I think the best thing that I can do is move over to the left. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to push my guy over to the left here. Because if Zemislav decides to move over here, then at least... Oh, no. There's another pot of beans. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, never mind. Zemislav is not actually coming over here. Okay, so I should be absolutely fine. So let's move over here, and we're just going to absorb some ink. As you can see, there's ink on the floor, and whenever you stand on the ink, you are inevitably going to pick it up. Yes, you're going to pick it up, and then you're going to have a wonderful time, because you need the resources, of course. Anyway, let's just take out that rabbit, and... Was that it, actually? Oh, okay, that was actually the end of the fight. Alright, well, it's good that I explained a bunch, I guess. Hopefully you understood it, because I am not the best at explaining things, but... Just rest assured that the game is very intuitive, and I wholeheartedly recommend it already, okay? I'm recommending it already, even if the video hasn't finished yet, because this is one of those games that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. As I said, I played it on the channel a long time ago, very much enjoyed it, and it's just wonderful. It just oozes a very specific kind of charm, and it's just very enjoyable overall. It has a very wholesome feel to it. But it also has a, well, it also has a pretty punishing difficulty as well. I mean, obviously I'm playing on normal. I don't know how difficult hard is, but there is another one above that. So yeah. Anyway, your health regenerates a little after every battle, and by how many points, you may ask? Well, like it said at the beginning, that depends on your difficulty. What if I lose all my health? Well, if your health drops to 0, the battle is lost. When you lose a battle, you will be restored to full health and lose 1 quill, which is, in other words, basically your lives. Because obviously, we are basically a person that is overlooking parchment, and we are the ones that are basically drawing the artwork on that parchment. And that's what this game is. That's the kind of that's what they're trying to convey here with this. And I love the theme, as I've said before. I really, really love the theme. Okay. Inkulinati get tired of drawing beasts. Every time they draw a beast, their boredom level goes up. The higher the boredom, the more ink it costs to draw a beast. Now repeat. The higher the boredom, the more ink it costs. To decrease boredom, draw different beasts in your next battle. Fight a beast versus beast battle or visit the chapel. Got it? No, yes, I do have it. I didn't actually mean to press no. Alright, so there we go. If you win this battle, you will be rewarded with a new beast. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so yeah, we've got a bunch. We might even have to deal with an opponent here, an actual opponent. Yeah, and you can see the battlefield here, and we have apocalyptic fire, which I still haven't explained to you, but I will explain it once it appears. And we have 2 different levels here as well, which is actually really, really awesome, in my opinion. So it says here, sometimes your beasts will need to move up or down a level. Non-flying beasts can use ladders to go up or down. Flying beasts don't need to. You can sometimes use beast actions and even attack enemies on different levels. Not with a sword, though. Check the action range to see if your beast can reach the enemy standing on a different level. So obviously if you have a spear, you're probably going to be pretty fine. Anyway, let me see. There's Wolfgang. Wolfgang is down there. Alright, so let's see. I have 12 ink. I have a sword-wielding dog here. We're just gonna try to murder this. Oh no, I could have killed him in 1 hit and I failed. Oh, I am an absolute imbecile now. Now I feel very sad indeed because William is getting murdered. Oh no. That is bad. That is very, very bad. Okay. So sword-wielding dog, as you can see, is going to literally cost me 11 ink. Because, of course, my tiny Inkulinati, or my Inkulinati in general, is very bored of drawing sword-wielding dogs. So, in other words, we're going to get a bow-wielding dog instead. And we can attack from up to 6 spaces away, which is actually very nice. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And I can actually do a SWAT here if we want to. We could also get a spear-wielding dog, which I think might be useful. There we go. We're getting 12 ink every single turn, which is actually amazing. And we can actually do a little SWAT against Wolfgang and take him down. There we go. And we can actually move my guy over here, which might actually be the way to go. Can we not move him? No, we cannot move him actually right now. We can move this guy. I think I'll probably just move him over there, just to give him a buff as well. And I think that's... I could move him away, actually. I could move this guy away. No, I cannot do that, unfortunately. Okay. Can I do anything else here? I can move this guy. No, I can't move him either. Alright, so next turn it is. Next turn. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to need to get over there to Leofwine to be able to eliminate him. Alright, where's he? Where's this guy going? Where's he going? He's wanting to murder my my boss guy. Oh well, never mind. Should be pretty easy. You can steer your eyes around, some call it a camera, but we haven't created one yet in the medieval times, in order to examine closer the manuscripts, or study the battlefield by reducing the size of it. The picture will help you understand how to do it. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm currently using the mouse wheel to do this, and I'm using the middle mouse button to move around the camera. But technically you can use the cursor keys as well. I don't think they allow you to use WASD or something like that, but who knows, maybe it's rebindable, I don't know. But otherwise, I think we could probably move on, or we can go up here and try to murder Casimir. I think I could probably do some damage here. Oh, nice, we can do 8 damage, really? Nice. Yes, 8 damage, absolutely perfect. That was really, really good. And yeah, we've got Leofwine coming up here. I don't really want to lose my unit here, so I think I'm actually just going to go over here, pick up some more ink, and we should either... can I actually SWAT? I need to hold position here, actually. Just going to hold position real quick. Okay, so, yeah, can I actually SWAT? No. It's on cooldown for another little bit of time. I'm going to just shoot this guy with my bow. There we go. He's out of there. Thank you very much. And now Rurik can move. Alright, so we're just going to go over here to the ink, because that is where the other fellow died. And you're basically picking up their blood, pretty much, if you want to be morbid about it. Anyway, yeah, I think we're pretty good. Can I actually push this? I'd like to push this guy over here. There we go. Nice. All right, we're getting more. Yes, we're getting more ink now. Yeah, I've got 19 ink, so technically we're going to have a great time here. Oh, wow, he didn't even do anything. All right, that's really, really weird. Don't know why he wouldn't have done anything at all. He's going to do some damage to us by the looks of things. Wow, that was really not very, not particularly useful, shall we say. Anyway, yeah, we can just summon a bow-wielding dog around about here. Bear in mind that every single unit that you summon is going to have a bit of drowsiness initially. So, of course, that's going to be a bit of an issue there. But shouldn't really have too many problems. And, yeah, we can basically just do this. I'm not going to move this one at all. We're going to move this guy over here. Maybe we can do a little bit of a shot. Yes, we can. Nice. Yeah, you could see, by the way, that when you're actually selecting the damage for the bow, it is much, much faster. And as a result, much more difficult for you to be able to get the maximum damage from it. Because it is literally just that much more difficult. Anyway, this guy is going to get right over here, which is absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. And there's actually a reason why I don't have a problem with it. I'm going to show you very quickly what kind of cool thing you can do. So here's the thing. I can push this guy, right? So I'm going to push him with my boss here. So we're just going to push him over there like so. And then what we're going to do... yes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to literally go over here. And now he can't really do anything. So now here's the thing. Obviously, this took all of my action points, right? It took all of my action points. So of course, you know, we're kind of having a bit of a snooze there right now, which is not particularly great, but it's fine. And that's the thing. We're going to continue dealing damage to him just in case, because you never know. Maybe I'm going to need to deal damage at some point. But most of the time, it's not really necessary because here's the thing. I could... Should we just kill him or should I push him off? You know, I kind of want to push him off so that I can show you the pushing mechanic, but obviously you kind of already know what the pushing mechanic is about. There's Apocalyptic Fire coming in. Okay, yeah, so Apocalyptic Fire comes in after 5 turns, and it is then drawn on the battlefield, as you can see. And next turn, if we don't have anything done to us, in other words, you know, if these guys don't move, like for example, if Leofwine stays where he is, which he is actually doing right now, he is literally just staying there, then the Apocalyptic Fire is going to come in and it's going to burn him and instantly kill him. And by the way, Apocalyptic Fire also has the ability to kill your boss instantly too. And so what it will do is it will continue to grow throughout the level. So you need to be, it's kind of like a soft enrage, if you know, pardon the MMORPG terminology, you know, kind of thing, in regards to, you know, if you're in a big raid or you're fighting a big boss, then, you know, usually they'll have like an enrage mechanic, and this is kind of like that, where eventually the battlefield will shrink and shrink and shrink, and it's basically forcing interesting strategic situations upon the player. And in my opinion, very cool. Anyway, what we're going to do now is I'm going to just push this guy off the edge here. Boom. And he's dead. And that's the kind of thing that I wanted to do beforehand. So yeah, we actually ended up losing 0 units, which is very nice. And we are going to be restoring our HP, which is great too. And we are going to collect all of the rewards. Thank you very much. And we also get to select a new beast. So this actually gives us the opportunity to get a bishop, a pitchfork wielding... Pitchfork? No, pitchfork wielding creature, or a spear wielding rabbit. Okay, for me personally, I'm probably gonna go... I'm not entirely sure, actually. This is one of those times where I'm consistently thinking to myself, what's going to be best? Attacks both adjacent fields at once. Deals additional damage to heretics. Could be useful. Gonna go for the bishop, I guess. We'll go for the bishop and see what happens with that. Alright, let's continue onward to the next one. Prestige allows you to choose dialogue options unavailable to puny peasants. Being famous does have its advantages. Ah yes, thank you, Master. I love you, Master. You will now visit a non-combat location. Here you won't face a battle, but a decision that will affect your resources. Hover your cursor over a location to view details. Alright, so in other words, as you can see here, we could go to the scriptorium, which allows us to spend gold to permanently increase your starting living ink, or you can spend gold to permanently increase your starting health. I'm going to go for living ink so that I have the ability to... wait a minute. Do you wish to study to increase your starting living ink? I will pay with gold? Yeah, sure. There we go. So now we start with 14, which in my opinion is very nice. And then we can continue onward. There we go. You've reached the end of the tiny map. At the end of each map, an Inkulinati master awaits. Defeating them in battle will allow you to continue your journey, but first you'll have to defeat me to pass the final exam. Alright. What shall I focus on? You need a large diversity of beasts. Always bring the maximum of 5 beasts with you. You'll soon be getting some new beasts, so plan your strategy carefully. There we go. Alright, so I am very much ready. We can actually buy some stuff here. You look kind of shady. I won't buy a thing. We could get some prestige from this. Yeah, sure. I'll get some prestige. I won't buy anything. And I'm here to take the final exam. There we go. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're actually up against our master here. And you can see here that he's actually using cook exploders, bean exploders, hat exploders, and jaw exploders. They sound very painful. All of them sound relatively painful, so might be a little bit problematic. And as you can see, the master is actually all the way on the top. And scribers often get bored when drawing the same beasts over and over. Depending on the difficulty setting, each beast you draw during your journey, its boredom level will increase. The amount of living ink needed will also increase. If you don't draw a certain beast during the battle, your boredom level will go down by 1. Make sure you use different types of beasts. Alright, so in other words, they're kind of forcing you into, hey, you know what? You probably want to use this other kind of unit, and that's the thing. That is also a strategic decision, because sometimes you really want to use a powerful unit. For example, I personally feel like the sword-wielding dog is one of the best units in the game, even though it is one of the most basic, because it basically allows you to do so much damage very simply, very straightforward, and it has a decent amount of HP as well. I don't know whether you noticed that, but anyway. Guess I'll just summon the bishop-like creature. Yeah, guess I mean, this is going to be super weird, actually. But yeah, let's just get one of those. As you can see, Stumper is his name. That's hilarious. Okay, and this guy is just gonna nap, I guess. I mean, technically, we can actually just push this guy over here, or we can push him over to the left. Yeah, we'll just push him and give him Halo. There we go. Anointed Hands, always kind of useful. And actually, I want to push... Can I push this? Yes, I'm gonna... Can I not push that? Oh, I'm out of range. I'm out of range to push that. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna push myself then. There we go. Alright, perfect. So now we can take a nap, and now our master is going to be doing something. I have no idea what any of his units do, by the way. So I'm a bit in the dark about that. That might be a bit worrying. And okay, so we have 6 ink right now. That is not enough to summon anything. So I guess I'm just gonna move this way, and I think we can probably attack from here. Yep, we can actually attack from here, which is pretty perfect. Yeah, maximum damage. Maximum damage. Perfect. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to be able to actually deal any damage from here. You should know that I can force my beasts to explode. I do so love the smell of explosions in the morning. I even get an extra drop of living ink for it. Not only can they explode on command, they also explode when someone kills them. Did I mention they explode, though? Oh dear. Yes, that is a bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to be killing this. This is real problematic, though. Oh, okay, so it explodes on the same level, but not below. Okay, that's... Oh, he pushed me off. Did you see that? Yeah, he literally used one of our push mechanics, or shall we say one of the push mechanics that the tiny Inkulinati have available to them. And that's the funny thing. I'm actually wondering, can I do that here? Yep. Dead. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing you can do too. And that is definitely something that we need to watch out for. So let me see here. Can I actually push this to the side? Yes, I can push this to the side now. And then we're basically just going to be... we're going to be summoning someone, of course. Which one do we want to summon? I guess the bow-wielding one, just so we can put it on the ink here, just so we can get some additional ink next turn. Alright, sounds pretty good. We can then move our priest, and we can move him, I guess here. Not entirely sure. What can we actually do? No, he needs to attack in melee. Yes, he needs to attack in melee. Okay, so that's good to know. Gives a double halo to 3 friendly beasts. I guess I'll just do that. There we go. I mean, that's pretty good. That gives him a lot of extra damage right there. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into range, but as you can see, our master doesn't even have a huge amount of ink, so I'm actually wondering whether he has any, to be honest, at this point. Maybe he's not even going to be able to summon any additional units. And here we go. All right. We have different apocalypse types too, so this is going to be very interesting to see what happens. But thankfully, I'm now in range. Let's do some damage. 6 damage. Oh yeah. Maximum damage. Maximum damage. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so yeah, he's going to summon some more things. He's obviously going to maybe bring that up here potentially. No, he doesn't want to do that. Okay, he's just going to continue getting some ink. He moved me away. A bit weird for him to do that. That's absolutely fine, of course. And can I push this? No, we are out of range. Can I actually go up here, or... No. Apparently I cannot. Okay, so I can only stay on the bottommost level by the looks of things. Okay, that's interesting. Let's move over here then. And we will just shoot this thing. I mean, technically I could do damage to this, but that doesn't really do much as far as I can tell. Yeah, we're not going to get much damage out of the bow-wielding guy, unfortunately, but I can't do much about that, of course. Okay, so yeah, we can just take a nap now. There isn't anything else for me to do. I can't swat anyone. I can't really do much. I guess I can literally just move myself a bit, and that's pretty much it. We've got 9 ink, so theoretically I can actually do something. Oh, hello. Okay, this is bad. Okay, so this is a completely different apocalyptic fire than what I'm used to. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm not sure if we're even going to be able to... Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to need to move this guy over here. And we're going to push this, okay? We're actually going to push the leader into the fire here, because he can only move 1 space. Oh, are you serious? Oh. Okay, yeah, that was a huge, you know, middle finger to me right there. Oh, well, never mind. We should be fine. There we go. 1 damage. And all I need to do is move myself back here. There we go. And we can also then summon a spear-wielding dog. We're going to just summon it up there, just so we can pick up some additional ink. And I think that's probably going to be all I can do. I can't really do much more. Unfortunately, I would have loved to, but yeah. As you can see, they're now taking damage from the fire. So this actually isn't an instant kill. So it just does damage over time. Okay, so that's actually really good to know. I'm hopeful that he won't do that much damage to me. I am now very worried, all things considered. Actually, wait a minute. Is there something I can do here? Yeah, I can actually swat this guy and kill him instantly. I think I will just swat him. Okay, yeah, he actually exploded as well. I forgot about that. Ugh, that was bad, wasn't it? Yeah, that was bad. Okay, let's go over here. And I need to do additional damage, I believe, to the master, because he is otherwise going to live. And he will be able to survive. So I do need to get up there as soon as possible. So I'm going to get up here, and then I think I will shoot. Yep. There we go. Oh, 4 damage I missed out on. Oh no, that's so terrible. Okay, so my archer is going to die, as you can quite clearly tell, because he just pushed it off, of course. But yeah, we should be okay if he doesn't get any healing. I think we should be fine to actually win this, potentially. I could also move up here. And can we do... Yeah, there we go. Alright, absolutely perfect. 6 damage. He's dead next turn. We're done. Whew. Alright, so you can kind of tell exactly what's going on here. What I really love too, by the way, I don't know whether you've noticed this, but you see this writing on each side of the page? This is basically recounting the actual fight itself. So it says here, a long time ago, before anyone even thought of processed dairy, the following took place. Theodoric puttered around confidently toward the truth. Suddenly, Theodoric slammed the foe and the laughter died on his lips. Unexpectedly, Triboulet decidedly hiked on where fuzzy feelings told him to, even, and he felt daft. Really, really daft. Bloodthirsty Triboulet slugged his cousin, and God witnessed all of that, whether he liked it or not. God-fearing Theodoric killed the unworthy wretch and saw the vultures gather around for a bite to eat. Terrified snouts reflected the enormity of the cataclysm. Stumper jogged forward beautifully, nearing his destination. To everyone's surprise, Belcher, known for being all goody-goody, crawled about limply to meet his fate. Furious Belcher feebly socked the fool, and he felt as empty as a bakery in the evening. Right afterwards, Stumper, even if it's hard to believe, advanced expeditiously ahead. Stumper bashed some chap, and his soul trembled, shook, and shivered. Billiam strolled onwards, thus showing his true value. Then Billiam wimpily smacked his old friend, and he feared the cold revenge. There was nothing to prevent the defeat of the century. Regrettable Belcher weakly jabbed the enemy, and he was filled with pride. Sometime later, Stumper assuredly sent his thoughts, thus showing his true value. Eric moved on resolvedly where the challenge awaited. Subsequently, Billiam, unknown amongst wider circles, shuffled about sheepishly, and everyone knew he did the right thing. Billiam struck the unworthy wretch, and he was nearly ready to meet the Maker. Afterwards, Belcher pranced on composedly, and Billiam puttered around. Eventually, though, everyone died. There was much rejoicing. Yes, so basically that was an entire recounting of the battle itself. And they even, recount every single one of your units and what they tend to do and what they have done, like where they go, what they do, what they attack, and so on and so forth. And it really makes a huge difference to your overall, I wouldn't say immersion, but I'd definitely say your overall experience is going to be enhanced by this. Anyway, beasts, we can get another one right here, so we can actually get a donkey bard, a bow-wielding rabbit, or a sword-wielding fox. Any of these seem pretty awesome. I think I will probably just go for the sword-wielding fox. I think that seems pretty fun. Hand actions, we got a new hand action right here as well. So let's have a look. What do we get? We can draw a barrel, draw a cauldron, or sleep. Forces an enemy beast to take a nap and skip its turn. That could potentially be extremely useful. So I'm probably going to be taking that. And then we also have talents available here. Grants 3 drops of living ink for every friendly beast that dies. That could be useful. Grants 4 drops of living ink if a hand action kills a beast. Or, beasts with a base cost of 6 or less are 1 drop of living ink cheaper. Well, I'm going to go for 3 drops of living ink for every friendly beast killed. Wonderful, now we can start the party. Thanks to you. Let's go. Party. I have to say, bloating and explosions are so satisfying. This is why I never miss a party. And there we have it. And now we move on to the next stage of our expedition, and you can see here that we're probably going to be facing some different things. The party's in full swing. Look, there's Death, the oldest Inkulinati and the Master's best companion. You watch as Death bends down for an abandoned snack, their scythe dangling dangerously close to the Master's neck. And then Death reaches for the snack and the scythe delivers its fatal blow. The Master drops down to the floor, breathless, lifeless. "Oops," says Death. "Maybe I didn't need that cheese after all." Death then notices you and beckons to the front door. "Come with me, I know how to fix this." "I'd love to, and I will. And so, I'll cut to the chase. Your master is dead. Trust me, I'm kind of an expert on these things. We could bring him back to life, but in order to do so, you'll have to defeat me in a duel. If you do, I will grant your wish of bringing Master back to life. Well, let's fight, I'll crush you. You must set out on a master journey and defeat at least 3 Inkulinati masters. Only then will you be skilled enough to face me. I will be waiting for you on my farm. In the meantime, I bid you farewell. Don't worry, there will be a resurrection. Bye." Wait. And there he goes. And now we have a beast battle, and that is basically just going to be a standard battle where we don't have to worry too much about the enemy having a boss, and that is absolutely fine with me. So we can now continue onward. Alright, this is a very straightforward battlefield, as you can see right here as well. I bet this is your first battle without a tiny, so yeah, this is the thing. I do not have my own leader on the battlefield either, so we don't have any of those things. Alright, so it says, in battles like these, it still matters which beasts you choose. They're the ones that'll fight for you. In those types of battles, remember to pick your strongest beasts. Of course, if the enemy defeats you, you'll lose your quills. Good news though, boredom doesn't count here. In fact, all your beasts will have their boredom level decreased after the battle. Great news! Remember, when you collect 12 drops of ink during a beast battle, you'll gain some health and other effects. The goal here is to get rid of all of your opponent's beasts. Alright, and that is exactly what we're going to try to do. So I'm actually going to use my bow to deal damage to this guy almost immediately. Yeah, I was trying for a little bit more damage than that, but kind of failed. So we'll just have to do what we can. And yep, as you can see, he took advantage of the battlefield and just completely murdered everything that we hold dear, which is very sad indeed. Yes, okay, so technically I can actually move here and we can now do some damage. 5 damage. Ugh, yeah, I really wanted more than that, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose. I mean, we're going to be able to use our spearman, hopefully, after this. If he doesn't die. Okay, there we go. Yes. Nice. That is exactly what I wanted to do. Perfect. And now we can actually move. I'm probably going to move our bishop over there. Actually, no. I'm going to move our foxy guy. And he's going to go over there and just stand on the ink. And that is actually all I wanted to do. I actually don't want to do anything else. He's going to attack us. That's absolutely fine. Alright. Should I actually move? I want to heal people. Can I heal? Yeah, I can heal, but not good enough. Okay, I'm going to have to move here. There we go. Gonna heal. There we are. Everyone's healed, which is nice, but we are losing less ink, which is sad. Yeah, I would have gotten more ink if I stood my bishop on there, but I kind of wanted to heal the foxy guy, so that was the main reason why I was doing that. Otherwise, I guess I can actually move behind here. We can maybe even attack the... whoa, we could actually kill some of them, actually, surprisingly enough. Okay, I will go and attack the spearman then. Nice. Instant kill, one shot. One shot, one kill. Alright, love it. And now this guy's going to try and shoot some of our other people, which is absolutely fine. You know, they're expected to do that kind of stuff. And... ooh, okay. Yeah, those are new... I think these are new units. I've not seen these before. So that's going to be kind of interesting. Not sure if I really want to move any further. Don't think I will. Okay, so what's Heinrich going to do? He's just going to do a little bit of damage. Alright, well, we can use our spear against this fellow. 4 damage, not bad, not bad. That's 50% of his HP. Should be enough for us to be able to finish him off. And otherwise, I'm probably just going to go over here and just pick up this ink. And that's pretty much all I can do now. So we'll just go on to the next turn. Hopefully I'm going to get enough ink to get to 12. Yes, I am now going to heal myself. Hopefully we're going to get random beasts, get motivation, halos, and health. Okay, well, unfortunately my bishop is the one that got the random buffs. So that's actually not very useful, unfortunately. Oh well, never mind. Guess can't do much about that. Let's, I'm actually wondering what we can do now. Technically what we could do is something like this. We could push. Yeah, okay, we're going to do something kind of interesting here. Not sure if I'm going to be able to actually pull it off, but we will try. Okay, our spearman is taking a lot of damage right now. Actually, let's get our bishop over here. And he can probably kill this. Yes, he can. Nice. Boom. One shot, one kill once again. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so... what? Are you serious? Wait a minute. Did he literally just eat one of our units? Yeah, I think he did. Okay, that's interesting. Your beast is a heretic. Did you attack an anointed beast? A bishop, I presume? Have a dark halo above your head? Your beast will now take double damage from the anointed, unless it prays or obtains a light halo. Please avoid priests, bishops, or clergy in general. Right, so obviously, as you can see, this is a religious unit by the looks of things, and that's the reason why we were having issues with it. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that. So, let's see if I can maybe do some damage and kill this thing. Boom. There we are. Nice hit. And we have 3 units remaining. The enemy has 1, but this guy seems to be able to do a lot. He literally just one-shot one of my guys. Yeah, as you can see, this thing literally is just able to do that, which is really, really weird. I'm not sure how that's even like, how is that even allowed, to be honest? This guy is just so strong. I have no idea. But anyway, I guess the best thing I can do is move over here. Then we can maybe, well, I actually can't do anything else. We can try and push this thing, but that doesn't, no, we can't really do that. We can't do much, actually. Okay, I guess I'm just going to stand here on the ink, and that's all I can do. Unfortunately, the snail is going to be able to eat our spearmen. Oh, apocalyptic fire's coming in. Okay, which kind of fire? Oh, it's the instant kill fire. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty good for us, potentially. If we can actually make this work, I might be able to do it. But you can see here, this thing literally just eats instantly. I don't know how we're supposed to actually defeat this guy. Yeah, it feels... I'm not sure. It feels kind of impossible right now. I'm not sure if we can actually do it. Maybe I can outplay him or something like that, because obviously we do have the apocalyptic fire coming up here. So maybe what I can do is I can try to get him, you know, nearby, and maybe just try to... I don't really know, to be honest. I could just try to maybe push him into the apocalyptic fire. That's actually what I wanted to do beforehand, but he managed to move before I could get him into a good position. Okay, so ink drizzle. Okay, so that's... Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, he's just picking up more ink. Okay, that's hilarious. Guess I will just do the same thing then. I mean, there's not much more for me to do, to be honest. Okay, we're gaining more halos and everything. I mean, the only thing I can do, I think, right now is get as much, as many buffs as possible, and then just one-shot our opponent. That is pretty much the only thing I can do, I think. Yeah. I think so. I don't think there's anything else I can do. So, I'm just going to wait here. Okay, so this is actually not too bad. This might be really... How is this actually going to work? Because as far as I can tell, I think I might... Am I going to die first? Yeah, I'm actually going to die first. So if I... Huh. Yeah, I think I might be dead, actually. Yeah, I think I might be dead. I mean, it depends what the snail decides to do. Because if the snail moves now... no, it's not going to move, as you can see. It's not going to move. Okay. Yeah, so I actually can't do anything, and I would have needed to attack this much earlier, as you can see. But we're going to die from the flames in the next turn. But I should have actually been killing this thing. So yeah, there you go. There's the victory for this guy, unfortunately. Even though, for me personally, I think that this snail was cheap, alright? I think it was cheap, but that's just me. You know, I needed to play around him. I needed to make sure that I could eliminate him first. I was just very unaware that that was actually, you know, something that could happen. But I'm perfectly happy to play this again because we're going to have an idea as to what he does and try to counter him next time. Anyway, if you would like to check out Inkulinati, I'd actually be really, really happy to play more of this. So by all means, let me know. If you want to see more of this, then let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, if you want to check it out yourself, there is a link in the description. Highly recommended. So incredibly fun. Very deep. Surprisingly deep, as I said. And it has a whole bunch of charm. It is just oozing it. It really is. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.